Awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They look to throw. It's Locke. That's complete to Jake Butt. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Locke going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the gun, it's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and it's third down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
But the goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First and goal from the 3. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Second down and goal. Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a first and 10 at the 20. First carry for Carlos Hyde. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And he's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Wait, that 380.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Get back, quarterback, D-line. D-line, switch. Shoot. Play 64, weak. Mike's my board. Russell run.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
And 11.
Come on. Mike's 54.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down, it's Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That's the
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Buccaneers 7.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Buccaneers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 66. Hey, check it. Shrimp.
Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Buccaneer.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Tackle made by A.J.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time, but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Set. 10 Tucson. 54 Mike. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Here's Locke to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Beck. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
You know, I sat down with my accountant and said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Going up top for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for a noon one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Is that it?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Quincy Enunwa. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Buccaneers 14. Brandon
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Hamler now on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
25, Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Play action. Now it's Locke. got a man. It's Judy complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing on second and 14. Lock. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
On first and 10, here's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over first and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Wait, that 380.
From the 36, Brady going deep this time for Miller. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's third down.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Brady. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. That pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
With the score.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, 2nd in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle made.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Carlos Hyde, the ball carrier.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They run it again with Hyde. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Tampa Bay.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Complete.
Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
Alexander Johnson.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Brady's throw there complete. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by...
Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 5-yard line.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, and that'll make it 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll go again to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school that one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
2nd and
Good run there.
At the Broncos' 5-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff for Tampa.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Block now on first down. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady going up top for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, 64 yards. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Broncos 21. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Broncos.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The kick is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Nice to kick off for Denver.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Brady now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Brady tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now Brady again. It's a slant to Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
30-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jones. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Hyde out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bucs, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.